unable to attend the session for this here. So someone will do work, right? For them, the recording sessions, right? Okay. So fine. Now, what I need to do? I need to get the data from the data source. If I need to collect the data means, what I have to do? I need to go and get data, and now I need to go and select which one data source I need to get. Okay, I mean which one data source I need to connect to collect the data. So here I'm going to collect the data from the Excel workbook. Okay. Now here, once I did selected that Excel, whatever the Excel data, Excel files are available in your device. Okay, that will be shows for you. Okay, now I'm going to selecting one data which is Superstore. We have seen this last one, last class only, right? Just I'm trying to explain again. Clear? Please try to listen carefully.
Yes, sir.
So now what I have to do here, I need to select which one I need to load it, right? Table I have to select. Okay, now I'm going to loading this. Okay, okay, fine. Initially I collected the data into the Power BI. Okay, initially I did collect the data into the Power BI. Now once I did insert, once I collect the data into the Power BI, once I loaded my data into the Power BI, the next step what we have to do, we discussed something about the architecture of the Power BI. Yes or no?
Analyze.
Analyze.
Okay, so we have to analyze the data, where we can go and view your data, where we can go and view your data. We can go to view the data. We can go to view the data in the table view. Okay, the table view we are able to view our data. Okay, now here if you observe that these are all the things about this, all the data about my this all the data about my business. Okay, now here we are having some columns. We discussed about these all things, right? Yesterday, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
that clear?
Yes.
Okay, now what I will do is, just give me a second. Okay, now 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 we are having the data. We are going to discussing one data set. What is that? Superstore data it is. Now in this superstore data, if you observe that what we do have the data information, what is the information we do have? If you observe that, what the information we do have? Row ID, okay, order ID, order date, ship mode. Now what is this information? What is this data? What about this data?
Order details.
Order details, right? So now what details this is? Order details. Okay, now again if you observe that, one more thing, if you observe this data, customer ID, customer name, okay, and then segment. What is this? Segment means
Customer
also, what is
name.
mean by segment? Which type of customer he is, right? Consumer type of customer, or corporate type of customer, or home office type customer. So this customer ID, customer name, and segment, this is which data it is? Customer details. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now we do have one more thing. Observe carefully, which is region, which is city, and then state, and then postal, and then region. What is this data?
Area or location.
Address.
Location details are location or,
Country details.
can I say this?
Yeah.
Geography.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Geography details we are having. Okay. Geography details data we are having. Now product ID, category, subcategory, product name, okay, and then product name and sales, quantity, discount, and profit. Now, what is this data?
Product details.
Product details.
Product details. Okay. Now we're having orders details, we're having customers details, we're having locational details, we're having product details. Now let me know in which business we will be having these much of, I mean this type of this type of details. In which business we will be having that? Let me know that in which business we will be having that.
Example, Amazon and
Hello.
In
example
Devops.
as Amazon.
Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, now let me know in which business these type of records and details will be there.
Who has
Online or e-commerce?
so many.
Exactly, someone saying that. Thank you so much. E-commerce, e-commerce applications, these type of e-commerce business, right? So what is the type, what type of business it is? E-commerce. Now can I say this is a domain, e-commerce domain, or no?
Yes.
Okay, now this is the domain we are going to see that, which is e-commerce business is going on that. Okay, now if you observe that, this all the data tables, sorry, this all the information is in a single table, which is orders table, which is orders table or my data table. Okay, I can rename the data table. Okay, I can rename the data table. Why? Because every time orders table, I can't do that. Why? Because see, in this table we don't have the only the order details, right? Right, in this table, in this data table we don't have only orders, including customer details, including order details, included, I mean geographical information, included sales information, product information. These all the things are there. So for that, what I did, that table name I did, I mean rename as the data. Now this is my data. It's not the orders table. It is my data table. It is. Are you clear? How to do that? See, if you want to rename that, you can use that F2 function 2, or else you can select that, and you can choose the rename here. Okay, clear? Now as I told you, here we are having four. See, these many, I mean these are the details we do have: orders details, customer, location, and product details. But these all the details are there in a single table, which means this all the data is in a single table, means you no need to create any one relationship. All the tables are merged into a single table. It means all the tables, all the details are there in a single table. It means we are going to working with a complete data, a clean data, a ready-made data. You no need to do anything here. First, we need to understand how to work on that Power BI, and later that we will see slowly. We will see slowly. Okay, we'll see slowly how to, I mean how to get, I mean how to write the DAX functions, how to get incomplete data by using the DAX functions. Okay, now how to use the data cleaning, how to use that ideal operations in that, and then we will see that data modeling, and then we'll see that Power BI services. Okay, that is actually the structure it is. As of my teaching, this is my structure in the Power BI. Clear everyone? So that we are going to see that now we are going to working with a ready-made data without having any inconvenience by creating a visualizations and the reports. Are you clear everyone? And we discussed about the entire details, what are the records are there in all the columns. Okay, what are the records are there in my data table, we have seen that, right? Clear everyone?
Yes.
Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to see that we know what is the data is available, we know what are the records are there. We know what the business is going on here. Now what we have to understand right now, we are having the data details. Okay, we are having the data details, we are having the business details. Okay, the business details we do have. now
To find the
now
relation between the tables.
see, to create the relation between the tables, we don't have more than one table. Why? Because these all the tables are, see, just in the table, what are the details are there. I mean I did given one, I did give detailed information. What are the details are there in that table. Just I did split it and I let you know. I discussed with you to understand only. Okay, what are the tables are, what are the details are there in that single table. What are the details are there to understand everyone. Just I did split it. These all the details are in the only one data only, right? So now we no need to create any relationship. Okay, just I'm asking that we got it. What are the details are there? We got it. What business is going on here? Now what we need to understand? Requirements. Okay, clear everyone? Clear everyone? Once we got the
Yes.
data, once we got the data, we need to analyze the data. The question is why we need to analyze the data? To understand the requirements only, right? If you did not understand the data, how you will get requirement what they are asking? Are you clear what I'm trying to say? Please listen carefully. Are you clear?
Okay.
Okay. What type of business it is, we have seen that also, right? Now, this e-commerce business, the e-commerce domain, it is going on. Okay. Now, these all are the details are there in the data table. Okay. The data table we are having, these all the details. Clear everyone? Now, now we need to understand the requirements, but we do not have any requirement. Then what we have to do? Sometimes the clients will not give you the requirements. Then what you have to do? You should do analyze the data yourself only. You should need to create a report yourself only. Whatever the analysis you did created, whatever the analysis you did, whatever the report you did created, how to analyze that, how you can analyze the business, you need to do yourself. These are all the responsibilities as a Power BI developer or the data analyst, you only. Are you clear? Are you clear everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, what we need to do? See, we need to understand the requirements, but we don't have the any requirement. Now, what I have to do? Just I need to analyze the data. Based on the data, I need to based on the data, I need to create the requirements. I need to create a report and the visualization and the dashboards. Clear, everyone? I hope everyone cleared, right? Okay. Now what I will do is just I'm going to creating a visuals here. Today I'm going to creating a basic visual. Okay, what are the visuals are there here? You need to select which one visual you want, but today I'm going to starting with the practically how to create a visual in Power BI. How to create a visual? See, we are able to see that in the visualization span, bar chart, column chart, and staggered column chart and staggered bar chart, clustered column chart. See, these all are the visuals are available in my Power BI. Okay, these all are 30 plus default visuals are available in my Power BI compared to other data visualization tools. You know, the Tableau is the Tableau also having some. The Tableau also a data visualization tool, but there in that 20 plus or 24 or 23 visuals only you will get, which is default visualizations. If you need to get any other visual, you need to go and write a code and you need to get that. You need to use it. It will be taking some time, right? Okay, but what is going on here? I don't need to use any another tools. Okay, now here I can use the existed or default or inbuilt visualizations in my Power BI. Whatever the visuals are there here, I can use those things. Now, before using that visual, I need to understand the requirement as I told you. So now what I do have is, okay, I'm having the category, I'm having the city, I'm having the order date and all things. Okay, profit I do have, I mean product name I do have, region I do have, sales I'm having that, segment, the ship date, the subcategory, the state. These are all the columns I do have here. Now what is my requirement is someone client is asking that if anyone maintaining that, what is that? The e-commerce business, if anyone doing that, the same details they will be having. Now here they will be asking one requirement. Okay, I need to know something details about in my business what is going on with respect to the category. Are you clear? Are you clear what I'm trying to asking you? What is going on in my business? Okay, what is going on in my business, I need to know with respect to the category only. Category means why they will be asking the category only? Why they will ask the category? In that category, we are having three categories, which is furniture, office supplies, and technology. Now, what I have to do? Now, what I have to do? So, I need to create anything about the category. Okay. Now, I can create anything about the category. Now, what I will do is, just I'm going to selecting one visual. Try to understand how to get select and visual here. Now, I'm going to selecting one column chart here. Just I'm going to dragging that into here. Now what is my requirement? My requirement is I need to know what's going on with in my business with respect to the category. It means I need to know the total sales with respect to each and every category, the total sales by that category, which is categories: office supplies, furniture, right. Now what I will do is I'm going to adding that category here. Just I'm dragging. Okay, just I'm dragging into this visual, or else you can, once you did selected any one visual, you are able to see particularly. Okay, one form you have to fill. See, I did selected this visual which is staggered column chart. Now after that, once I did selected that, I need to select that. See, it will be paste, I mean it will be paste in your page, which is canvas. Now if you observe that there will be one thing you need to know: x-axis, y-axis, and then legend. X-axis, y-axis, and then legend. Okay, you have to know that small multiples. Okay, and number tool drill 3 I'll discuss this later in part. Okay, the later part I'll discuss with you. Just right now how to create a visual, you have to know that. Okay, now what I will do is just I'm going to adding that my category. What is that? What is my requirement? This category I need to use in my x-axis. Now we do have one more thing. We are having that sales and profit. Now I'll do add that profit in the y-axis. See, did I created? I did create one visual which is the total profit by the each and every category. The total profit by the category. Are you clear? What is giving you? What is giving you that technology? Now what I will do is just I'm going here in this format visual x-axis. The x-axis we are going to give that 15. Okay, and bold I'm giving that everyone can understand it, right? There is nothing difficult to did not understand to say that. Okay, now title also. Title I'm not giving the title here. Title text also I'm not giving that. Just I'm give why, because video have the title, right? Okay. Now I'm done that in x-axis, right? Now I'm going to y-axis. Observe carefully. These values will be all the things will be changed by according to me. For this also we are having the title, right? Sales of sum of profit. We have done that x-axis. We have done that y-axis. For committee, we did not added anything legend here. Okay. Now data labels. Where is that? So in the data label means when I switch on the data labels, I'm able to get the total value of this technology, right? Yes or no? What is that total value of this technology sales? I'm getting that. So total profit of sales, total profit I'm getting from the technology category 145k, 145k total profit I'm getting here. Are you clear, everyone? Are you clear? Now what I'm doing is the data label I can change here, optional. Okay. Now for the title and values, I'll do change. Okay. Sum of profit is it is saying that. Okay, no need to title for that. Data labels. Okay. Now what I will do is it will say don't what details and background details means if you want to change the background also you can do that. Layout it is Asian Oriental. Okay. Value. Now I'm done, right? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Am I audible to you? Are you able to getting this right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Now what I will do is, see, we have seen that x-axis, we have seen that y-axis. Legend, I will let you know that I did not added anything legend here. Small multiples. Okay, I'll let you know about these also later. Don't worry about these two. Okay, and grid lines. If I need to do that, grid lines, I can do that. Grid lines. If you want to dash it colors, you can mention that. Or else solid colors, you can mention that. Grid lines, that is only dotted or anything else you need to want, you can do that only. Lens zoom slider. If I switch on the zoom slider, what you will get? You can zoom that. However, clear. Now coming to the zoom slider. See the zoom slider I'm not using as of now. I don't want it. Now coming to the columns. In the columns we can change our colors also. Else I can give this. Okay, see whatever colors you do want to, you can do that. You can set it up like this however you want. Now I'm going to closing this colors. Okay, borders. If you want to get the borders, means you can get the borders also. See, I think see actually recently this update is there. Okay, maybe the last month or when it is, someone updated this. Okay, I didn't check it actually. Match column color. Okay, don't match column color. Give me color differently for the black color. Black transparency. Okay, match column colors. Match column colors. Okay. Okay, now pixel is okay. Layout space between the categories. Okay. Now layout is closing this, closing this. Okay. Now I'm done the data labels. If you need the total labels also means you will get that. When you're using that one more table, see I'll let you know when we need to switch off the total labels and that. Okay. Now the plot area background also I'll let you know that. Okay. Now up to here, what I did up to here, I did only the visual only. Are you clear? What I'm doing here, I'm doing only that visual. I'm formatting that. Where I can do the format in that visualization pan. We're having one format visual about yourself, what you can do. Okay. Now what I will do is I'm going to general. Okay. In the general, what we do have I mean the properties, okay, title. See in the title, we're having uh, this one is a total sales by the category. This is my title. Okay. Now front, I mean font it is for the font. If you want to change that font, you can change that as Arial black. Now I'm going to changing this as 16. Why? Because it is what is that? It's only the title, right? Okay. Now what I will give is this is the text color. I'm giving that as white. Okay. And the background color I'm giving as. Now this one I'm going to giving as set. Are you clear right now? So the subtitle, if you want to give us, you can give here the subtitle. Okay, and divider also you can switch on the divider. The divider also you can make a color for this. Which one color you want, you can mention here. Okay. Effects and all we are done. Okay. Now we do have one more thing need to do that. Effects, color, background color. I'm giving that this one. Okay, fine. Is it fine? Else I need to change anything else. Is it fine right now? The background color I'm giving to this visual. Okay. Now the visual border. Shadow it is. Out offset it is inside or outside. Okay, I'm giving that inside only. So now the position I'm giving that center. I'm done. So this is all about how to create a good visual. Now let me know that this is my visual. Now this is my exact visual. Now what exactly I did created. Now you let me know This is my formatted visual. This is my initial visual. Which one you will prefer? Which one is good? Which one you will prefer?
format.
Formatted only. Why? Why? Because I maintained a complete format as a good structure it is. Yes or no? I did make it as good visual, a beautiful visual I did make. Okay, which is I maintained the title particularly. Okay, after that I did given the data label values and all, and the for the teach for the visual I did something about the creating that lines and all, and I'm giving that x-axis y-axis x-axis y-axis values I'm giving the change, and apart from that I'm giving some column color also I implemented that in that. Okay, now these all the things you are doing without writing any one single line of code. Okay, without writing any one single line of code you are doing that. How to create a visual means just you need to drag your visual, or you need to skeleton one visual a single step, and then you need to drag whatever the data you need to represent in your visualization. Is that clear everyone? So it means the complete non-coding technology which is Power BI. We are going to working on that. We are going to creating these visualizations. Okay. So while we are creating any one visualization, okay, while we are doing, see, once we got that, once we understand that requirement, okay, once we got the requirement, based on that requirement, to create a report or visual, that is your responsibility. You need to pick one perfect visual for that particular requirement. Okay, which means you are the responsible for pick a visual for the response, for the requirement. Are you clear right now? Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now you do have a good knowledge on how to create a just we got it right. Okay. Now this visual I did created. Okay, why I need to create this visual? We're having many visual for this requirement, which is called total sales by the column. I need to compare that. Now why, see, in that category we are having three records which are technology, office supplies and furniture. Now why I need to create only the column chart? Why can't I create a bar chart? Okay. Why can't I create a line chart? Why can't I can create these all the visuals? Why I did created only a column chart? That is the question. No one is raised that. Why? See, I did given one requirement, which is what is going on in my business. I need to know with respect to the category how it is there. I need to know this. I need to know this. But how it is means I did create one visual which is column chart. Why I did create it only in the column chart in the sense? Why can't I create this all the visualization? That is the thing. You guys are need to know that. Why? Because the choosing visual, the selecting visual to create anyone, to satisfy your requirement as a data visualization tool, as a data analyst, as a Power BI developer, that is your responsibility to select that visual. So now, before creating any one visual, you should know about it. Okay, you should know about it. Are you clear? You should know about it. Why? Because we are going to working on many visualizations, not only a single visual. But what is going on? What's going on with this visual? Why we need to create only the column chart? Why can't we create a line chart and all? For that, there is a particular reason. What is that? In the Power BI, while we are creating any one visualization, to compare the details, to compare the data, we are going to using the column chart and bar chart to get the compared data, and then these are all the things. If you want to get that means to compare the data and all, we need to go and select one visual which is column chart. Is that clear everyone? Is that clear?
Yes.
To compare the values or the dimensions, okay, whatever the records are there in your data, For the comparison, we are going to creating a bar chart or column chart. Okay, clear? Now we know that what is that visual. We know that why we need to select that visual only. Why? Because we are going to comparing the data. Okay, and one more thing, we need to know what is that visual, why it is that, how it is created. We have seen these three things. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is that visual, why we need to choose this, how to create it, we have seen this. Clear? Now we are done how to create a good visual only. We have done that also. Yes or no? Now what I will do is, are you clear everyone with this visualization, with this requirement and with this visual? Any doubts in this? Any doubts in this?
No.
Okay, fine. So can I move forward for the next visual? Okay.
Yes.
So what I will do is, just I'm going to take me one more visual, which is column chart only. I'll let you know that later. Why I'm calling this column chart only? Why? Because when I'm selecting this, I'm getting one name. What is the staggered column chart? What is that? Staggered column chart. But while I'm creating a visual, I'm saying that only the column chart and bar chart. I'll let you know why it is. When we can get that, I'll let you know. Okay. Directly, we don't have the column chart and bar charts. Okay. Directly, we don't have. Okay, now what is my requirement is, now I'm going to creating a one visual. For this I do have one requirement is subcategory, subcategories I did added into the x-axis. Now in the y-axis I'm going to adding that into the sales. Now what I will do is, just I'm going here and I'll do that one thing. You guys need to do yourself only. I'll do this for avoiding the time wasting. Are we good? Are we good? Am I getting good visual here?
Yes, sir.
So I'm getting a good visual here, right? Now, anything inconvenience you're feeling with this visual? Are you feeling anything uncomfortable with this visual?
It is so congested kind, sir.
What is that?
Like so much of data, and I feel it's too difficult to read.
Exactly. Exactly, right? It is difficult to read. Okay, it means the readability problem is there. What is that? If I am asking that what is my sales of bookcases, how my sales are there, see I can compare. See, I can compare. This column is higher, this column is this column is big more than this column is big more than this column is big more than this. So I can compare like that. Okay, it's okay, fine. To analyze it, it's okay, fine. But for the readability, to analyze this visual, it's okay, fine. But for the readability, what is mean by readability? When I'm asking the furnishing furnishing sales, what is your answer? The furnishing sales. What is your answer? Anyone? The furnishing sales, I'm asking that. I did create the total sales by the subcategories. Okay. So now we are having the phones, chairs, storage tables, and all the data we do have here. Now my question is, what is my furnishing sales?
92K.
92K. Why you are taking this much of time to answer for this question? Right forward directly you having here right in x-axis you have to check each and everything and then you let you know that. Then why you taking this much of time? Respond anyone. Please be active. Please be active. Please be active. Please respond anyone. Okay. See here, if I'm asking that, you are saying that furnishing is 92K. Okay. But where is my data label is there? Where is my data label is there? See in real time, in a single page, you have to create many visualizations. So like this, you have to create. Now let me know. See, if I need to create this visual, okay, if I did create it like this, now what is going on here? I'm missing something data labels also here. I'm missing something or the readability is this, right? Yes or no? Are you clear what I'm getting the problem with this visual while I'm creating this requirement? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now what I will do is I'll go for another visual. Why? Because this visual is not giving you good readability and good understandability, so it is very uncomfortable to analyze this visual. So now what I will do is, when I'm feeling very uncomfortable to visualize this visual, when the data labels are huge, okay, when the data labels are huge, in this time I'm not this visual is not preferable. Why? Because in real time we are going to creating many visualizations in that, I mean many visualizations in a single page. So for that we need to save my space as much as possibility, right? Yes or no? I need to save. Why? Because say I did created this, here I can create another visual, here I can create another visual. Okay, so for that what I will do is, for that just I need to adjust this. Okay, just I need to adjust this. Just give me a second. Okay, now okay fine. Even you are getting that good result, okay, the readability is not good. So for that what I will do is, just I'm going to creating one more visual. Observe carefully. I'm going to selecting which is visual bar chart. So far we have seen that column chart only. Now we are going to see that bar chart. Now observe this carefully. This x-axis data labels, how the data labels are there. Now let me know. Now let me know. Are you feeling any uncomfortable with this visual?
This is better, sir. It's more comfortable
Better
than that.
to compare that column chart, right? Why? Because straightforward, if anyone asking anyone question, what is furnishing sales means, I can say this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that's
Yes,
what
yes.
the column chart I did created. I can create the column chart when I'm having that. Okay, when I'm having that, the requirement to compare the values, the dimensions, I can use that column chart and bar chart. But when I'm doing that column chart, if there is a huge require, I mean if there is huge values, huge amount of the values, it's very when difficulty to understand that readability, and to understand that to understandability and readability, and to analyze that visual also, it's very difficult. So for that what I did is, I did choose and I did select one more visual, which is column chart to bar chart. This visual called is bar chart it is. Okay, and one more thing you need to understand here, you need to understand the column chart and bar chart. See, as I told you that x-axis and y-axis and then legend are there, right? Now why I added the x-axis only the category, why I added y-axis only the profit, which is numerical value, and categorical value, which is numerical value, and I mean when I'm saying the categorical value, but whether it is text value. Why can't I added the category in the y-axis? What is going on here? So what is this? Count of category by the profit. Is it sorry? Is it a requirement?
No, no,
Is it possible to analyze this visual?
no.
So what we need to do is always in the column chart and bar chart, x-axis should be categorical value. I mean, not in x-axis. In the y-axis, we should have the value which is numerical value. Why? Because if you are interchanging the values, the visual will not giving you the result. If it is giving the result means that was the fake result. It is fake means incorrect values. It will be giving to you. Is that clear right now? Now what is going on here? Now what is going on here? We are discussing about something about the basic visuals. Okay, the basic visualizations and advanced visuals we are discussing here. Now in the basic visualizations, the first one we have seen that the first visual we have seen that column chart it is. Now what is column chart? We know that. What is column chart? To compare the data values, to compare the data dimensions, we can use that column chart. Now when we're using that column chart, what we have to do? The x-axis should be categorical data. Okay, and or else and then y-axis should be values, right? Y-axis should be values. Is that clear right now? It is.
Yes, sir.
Now if you are doing that, see the I mean the x-axis and y-axis will not work, will not accept that. If I'm using that x-axis numerical, okay, x-axis numerical, it will not possible, and y-axis as categorical is not possible. Clear? Now how to create that? X-axis, in x-axis I need to add the columns which are categorical value, and in the y-axis I need to add the values which are numerical values. Then I can get a good picture which is visual. Then I can create how I want. I can do it. I can make it as my wish by doing the format of my visual. I hope everyone clear with this visual. Okay, what we did create. See, one more thing you need to do here. Yes. Anyone doubts? Anyone doubts? Hello. Anyone doubts?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thank you. See now, you need to know one more thing. Anyone can create these visuals, right? Even if I'm teaching to anyone 10th standards, 12th standard students, they can simply drag and drop. Why? Because it is completely non-coding technology. No need to write any one single line of code. Just you need to select whatever you want. You have to drag and drop that column values, then you will get that visualizations. Anyone can do that, right? Then what is the special of you as a Power BI developer? What is the special of you
Analyzing
as
the
a
data.
sorry?
We need to analyze the data.
Yeah, we need to analyze the data. To analyze your data, I mean, while you creating that visualization to analyze your data, you have to know something. What is that? The data about your data you have to analyze, and you have to analyze the requirement. Based on that, you need to select your required visual, which is perfect visual. You have to select required visual which is perfect visual. You have to create as per your requirement a visual. It means like this: which one axis, which one data need to insert, which one axis, which one data need to, which one data field need to insert. How to create a visual which is column chart, how to create a visual which is bar chart, how to format this visual, what is the data we need to add in x-axis and y-axis, what is the data we need to add in the legend, what will happen in the legend if I'm adding any one data. Those type of things you have to know as a developer level. Are you clear, everyone? Are you with me? Are you clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay, fine. So that's all about for today. We did created two visualizations. Okay, tomorrow I will be okay, which is which is bar chart. It is completely quite opposite to this, right? That's or no? Anyone doubts, guys? Here, anyone doubts? Because I don't have any doubts means I'll leave from the meeting. I hope everyone enrolled in this course. If anyone did not enroll means please try to at least today to enroll. You can contact with my team and they will help you to get that. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's all about for today. Thank you for joining everyone for today session. Okay. And I'll be continue this session tomorrow. Okay, see, going forward we are going to see how to create a report, how to create a dashboard, how to create a good visualizations, when we need to go and select which one visual, when you're having a requirement, how to decide a visual, how to select a visual. If you are unable to select or choose a visual, how we can get that? See, for example, I do have a requirement, I'm unable to choose a perfect visual, then what I have to do? For that also in Power BI we have one solution. We'll see that also. We'll see that one also. Clear?
Sure.
Okay. So that's all about for today. Thank you for so much for joining. Thank you. Any doubts? Anyone doubts? Anyone questions?
So what is that X is N you have written? What is N, sir?
Sorry?
You have given column chart X is category, Y is no, you have written it. Huh. Y is value. The next you have written same line X is N. What is that N, sir?
Numerical value. Here also I can
Okay.
mention the value or numerical. Whatever it is.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. C means
Yeah.
categorical. And one more thing, give me a second. Thank you for reminding that. See how we can identify that categorical value, which one is numerical value, which one is the column. We have to analyze that, right? We are saying that in x-axis I need to add that only the categorical value. Okay, in y-axis we need to add that only the numerical value. How we can identify that? The fields we need to identify, right? Yes or no? These all the
Yes,
field
sir.
these all are fields. We need to identify the data type also. Why? Because we based on that we are going to adding into the x-axis. How it is means, see, if you observe that discount, postal code, profit, quantity, row ID, sales, and all. If you observe that, those all the columns are will be called as a numerical data itself. Why? Why? Because there is a icon which is summation
Some.
symbol. Sigma. Okay. Wherever the column is having before the name, that column or the field will be considered as a numerical data. If there is nothing before the column, it will be considered as a categorical data. While you're doing the real time work, there will be some confusions also. Okay, sometimes they will be giving you to this discount without having any one symbol, but you have to detect your data type also. Okay, see, you need to select the discount or anything, you need to go for the detect data type. Whatever the data type you need to be detect, you have to do that. Okay, so we'll see that also. But as of now we need to know how to detect the data type of my fields. Now category is my text data type or categorical data type. Discount is my number data type. Now coming to this order date. For this order date, what is that icon for there? For this, the icon is there. What is that? The calendar icon, right?
Calendar. Calendar.
So it's a ship date. It means for the date information, we do have one icon which is calendar icon. That will be, you can identify the date information. For showing the date related and time related information also, we are having a particular visual, that also we will discuss. You don't need to worry. For each and everything there will be a concept. Okay, the behind of the concept there will be one reason. We are going to learning that. Okay, we are going to learning. See, I'm not teaching you a concept level. The entire my real time experience I'm going to sharing with you. Please listen carefully, learn carefully, you'll get a job. You have to focus on this training period. That's it. End of the training you will get a confidence. That is my responsibility. I need to give the confidence to you guys. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So thank you for joining everyone. Okay, bye bye, and I'm going to leave. See, and one more thing I have to say, that please respond to me for my questions. You guys are need to give the answer. Whether you know, it's okay. If you don't know means, let me know. We don't know. Then we will try to answer for that anyone. Clear?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. So that's all about for today. And one more thing, I will share this data set to you guys in the Google Classrooms. Okay, I'll share this document and whatever the basic informations I discussed in previous session. Okay, I mean the demo sessions about the the basic informations. What is visual? What is Power BI? Why the Power BI? The architecture of the Power BI? What are the components are there? Each and the component working. All those things I will upload in our Google Classroom. If you want to get the document, I'll give to you. Don't worry about it. Just focus on that practical sessions. Okay, clear?